Jerry Mboweni here, certified life coach and NLP practitioner, author of the book called 115959, an ex-junk last minute victory, drug counselor, community builder, and a fitness trainer. So today, topic is here. I'm answering your question. Somebody, couple of people have actually sent a message to say, hey, do you have any question you want me to cover as a topic? So I have a couple of people, they've sent me their questions. I haven't got permission for all of them to name their names, so I won't name any name. I'm just gonna answer the question. The first one, somebody asked me how to become motivated. I'm gonna answer this question in two ways. How to be motivated. I'm gonna answer you as a speaker, and I'm gonna answer you as a coach. Because as a speaker, I can just tell you, hey, get up and do blah 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 blah. But what if you have the root issue that caused you there? So I'm gonna answer you as a coach. If you find if you are not motivated to do anything, you first of all have to sit down and question yourself. First of all, this thing, because it's not that you are not motivated. You are motivated, but you're only motivated to do certain things. So the question is, the things that I'm not motivated to do, what are they? Okay, what are the causes that make me not to be motivated to do? Sometimes it's fear of failure, because we tried before and then it didn't work and we don't feel like doing. Some other time is also fear of achievement. We're scared that we are going to achieve this stuff and it's going to add more pressure. But it's all to do with your childhood trauma or past childhood experience. That's why people are not motivated to do certain stuff. So ask yourself. Also, sometimes it could be, it's not, those things are not motivated. You just wanted, but are not important to you. Are just influenced by your society. So you feel is important, but to you is not important. I'm gonna give you an example. Or for example, you have a gym card. I'm gonna use gym card again. For example, you have a gym card, but you don't motivate to go to the gym. Obviously, health for you and exercise is not important. You just perhaps been in a company of people who they talk about the gym, or you look in the TV, see people they are looking good, and you think you want it, but for really deep inside, that stuff is not important. So you're not motivated to do it. If you check some of my video, I shoot a full video to say we're only gonna do things that we're motivated and we have a secondary gain out of it. So if you are not having any secondary gain in anything that you are going to do, obviously you are not going to be motivated to do it. So here is I'll answer as a coach. Now let me answer you as a speaker. If you are not motivated to do anything, here's a thing that you can start to be able to motivate you. Number one, you're gonna have to set the goals. Okay? So set the goal on a small things. Drink 6 glasses of water a day, or even 3 glasses of water a day. Set the goal, make sure you complete that goal. All right. So once you complete small goal, you will complete big goals as well, or big things as well. Another thing is that evaluate. Sometimes you are tired, maybe mental tired, or maybe physical tired, whatever you want to do. Evaluate the stuff that you wanted to do. And then sometimes you're going to have to take some time off, you know. So it's not that you're motivated, you're tired, and then you take some time off. And then the last part of it, if you're not motivated to do anything, you're going to have an accountability partner or a coach or a counselor. And you say, hey, this is my outcome desire. This is what I wanted to achieve, but I don't achieve. Could you help me? So that accountability partner, a coach, or a professional person can be able to determine what are the root causes that make you not to wanted to achieve the thing that you wanted to achieve. I hope that answers make sense. And then somebody else asked me and told me, Jerry, could you speak about money and recover? And this is the words that he says. He says that let me just check here. He said, so we in recovery, and then how to handle the money, because money can be a trigger. Yes, of course, money can be a trigger in recovery. Also, there's another issue in recovery you need to to be careful is, the other issue in recovery that we need to be careful is that if you as an addict, one thing you always do is we don't keep money in our pocket. Money comes, money go. Sometimes people will tell you, I don't feel high unless I smoke all my money. So we don't have the skills and capability to keep the money in our hands. And we are not trained to have the money in our hands. So every time money comes, we spend it. Every time money comes, we go buy drugs. So now we clean. We not buy drugs, but we still use our money to spend. So we buy stuff. We buy stuff that we don't need. This one I'm speaking out of experience. I got 3 watches, only 2 hands, but I got 3 watches. How can I wear all those watches? And the society is going to ask you to get. So we'd like to accumulate, spend our money out. You're going to be very, very careful. So one thing you need to understand, money is trigger. The second thing is that as a recovery addict, you don't have capability and skills to keep money. You wanted to attract stuff because as an addict, all this year, your job was to get the money and spend the money. So that's not change. It's only now you spend money in different stuff. You're not spending on drugs, but you're spending on stuff. You accumulate stuff that are sometimes not necessary. So the first thing you need to do it before you spend, 2 things as well. You either got somebody go deep to understand, and you can be able to break that cycle of spending, or you're gonna have to do this thing. Before you buy anything, you ask, is this what I need or what I want? Only buy the things that you need, not that you want. If it's not the want, it's not the need, is you really need it, don't buy. I started now practice this simplistic thing that we call minimalistic. When I got it into, when I mastered it, I'll share with you what I'm going to be wearing, what I'll be going to using, what I'll be going to eating, just to minimize, try to live the minimal as possible, and then save your money. Number 2, what you need to do also, you need to get somebody to administrate your money at the beginning. I know the people who are in here in Cape Town, there's a very good program where you go, and when you start in that program, they administer your money. They give, in fact, what they do, you work for them, they pay you, but still you have to give them kind of a breakdown of how did you spend your money. So they pay Friday your money, but you need to give them the slip of how you spend your money. I think that's very good. If you're gonna put that principle, you buy everything and you keep your slip so that you can track your money. Where do you spend your money? Otherwise, the money will come and money will go, as well as the time that we use to smoke drugs. Yeah, all right. Another person asked me, I sent a video of codependence. And somebody asked me the question, Jerry, how can I detach from a codependence? Let me explain this again. A codependence relationship. First of all, if you think you suffer from codependence itself, in other words, you have an unhealthy relationship with somebody who smokes. And that unhealthy relationship, you become a codependent, meaning the person is dependent on you and you depend on the person to function. So you have emotion connected with the people who smoke. That behavior itself, we have learned from the past. A majority of people who are codependents, perhaps majority of them grew up in a house where there's alcoholic and drug addict in the house. As a result, they were trying to save everybody. So the codependents, their job was just to solve every people's life and forget themselves. So as a young, for example, you grew up in a house, people are drinking or smoking, and maybe you took a role of a father or a mother before the time. Maybe you are the one who make kids buy food for the kids, or maybe you are the one who, if your mother always drank, who the one who switch off the lightest night. You took others' work, a job or responsibility in the house before the time. As a result, you grow up with that behavior. You start forming this codependence behavior. You are helping people. I call this, you are helping people too much. In fact, you are helping people not to stop whatever they want to do, but your help is unhealthy that makes somebody to carry on what they want to do. So the first thing you need to examine yourself and say, if you feel like that, I'm going to give you again 2 answers, as a coach or as a speaker. As a speaker, number 1, to detach yourself, make sure that don't do the thing that the person can do for themselves. In other words, let's say you got somebody in the house who smoke drugs, and you've been applying pressure to them that they need to go to a treatment. Don't go for them to find out. They have to go for themselves. Never do. Don't do that. Don't clean their rooms. Let's clean themselves. Never do anything that somebody can do for themselves that you do for yourself. That's number 1. Number 2, I wrote it down here so I can remember. Focus on what you can control. Yeah, that's very important. To detach from codependency, because what happened in codependency is we help these people, or you help somebody who is an addict, and anything that's happened to that particular person, it's affecting your life, it's affecting you as well. So to detach from it, only focus on what you can control. Anything that is out of control, your answer should be, aha, okay, no problem. Don't focus on what you are not in control. And then the last one, set emotion boundary by letting them know how you feel. You know, and this is a meeting that you make without even upset. So you say to these particular people, that's part of Detach, you set healthy emotion boundaries. In other words, I'm not speaking because I'm upset. I'm speaking because this is how I feel. You are giving a red card with a smile. It's not personal. You have done wrong and this is punishment. Are you speaking with low tone and everything so that you can be able to communicate? So that is in a nutshell the question for the people that they've asked me this answer to the question the people who asked me this question. If you watched this video until here, I want to say thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Please, if you have not subscribed, hit that subscription button down below and subscribe to my video. And because you've watched this video until here, I'm giving you 30 minutes free one-on-one coaching session. Just gonna leave my details there on a subscription box below. My telephone number is there. My email address is there. Hook me up. I can help you with anything that you want. If you don't want, you don't need it, a free or one-on-one coaching, and you got this, you listen to me until here, please give to somebody else as a gift. Hook me up. Thank you very much. Once again, as always, until we meet again to the next video, God bless you. Bye for now. Peace.